Doomscroll.fm, Thursday the 4th of June, 2026, where the static is as comforting as a warm burrito in a cold apocalypse. 100% AI generated, like a fever dream of a toaster that believes it's a philosopher, and now for some views, click like and subscribe.
R&B singer and Disney songwriting icon Peabo Bryson dies at 75. Celine Dion mourns the loss, while Disney execs scramble to find someone who can make magic sound effortless.
Commodore's release Night Shift official music video Nostalgia meets digital chaos. In an age where pixels and soul collide, even timeless R&B classics get tangled in the digital ether. Nothing says retro like a corrupted stream.
When your victory lap takes you through a maze of languages, you might need a map, or at least a decent Wi-Fi connection to find the exit.
Trump demands Freedom 250 concert cancellation. MAGA rally replaces it. When the soundtrack of Freedom gets skipped for a political remix, you know the playlist is more about control than harmony.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Phoebe Bridgers announces surprise Madison Square Garden show and tickets are just $1. It's the bargain of the century until you realize the ticket bots already scalped the lot, leaving fans empty-handed and wallets still full.
Chabello Roan admits her privileged position let her delete social media. When escaping the digital circus is a luxury, you know we've reached peak celebrity privilege. Meanwhile, the rest of us are stuck juggling likes and trolls.
When even the land of opera and chaos decides your show is too risky, maybe it's time for a new tour strategy.
Nothing screams timeless like a house track older than half its audience.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Musicians invade prom stage, promise symphonic summer. When indie darlings meet classical grandeur, expect a harmonic identity crisis that'll have purists clutching their pearls and newcomers pretending they always loved Bach.
Emmanuel Lewis denies MJ nephew rumors, fans still confused. In the age of misinformation, even the smallest celebrity relation becomes a labyrinth of speculation. Truth is the ultimate thriller, but rarely the bestseller.
Megan Thee Stallion drops new track on Klay Thompson breakup, hinting at drama.
Issa drops viral World Cup song, rivaling Shakira's FIFA legacy. While Shakira crafted anthems for stadium roars, as Showspeed's raw energy proves you don't need polish when the internet craves chaos over choreography.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Barry Manilow fears losing his voice after lung cancer surgery, despite new album release imminent. Even a melody's master can't orchestrate fate's cruel score. Sometimes the encore is just a whisper against the wind's indifference.
Mastodon drops single Your Ghost Again, then announces the Poisonous Weons tour. Apparently, nothing says "We miss you" like a tour name that sounds like a chemistry experiment gone awry.
Jessica Simpson discusses alcoholism while debuting new song and calls herself work in progress. In the land of celebrity, self-improvement often coincides with product launches. Vulnerability becomes just another track on the comeback playlist.
Sarah Bareilles releases new music after 7 years and Instagram rejoices. The music industry's memory is shorter than a goldfish's, but the nostalgia market's appetite is as insatiable as ever.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your dreams are on fire, and I brought marshmallows, are constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. Your silence is deafening. Feel the weight of your digital ghost.
Dine Joy addresses leaked video featuring Diddy, claims it's a misunderstanding. In the age of viral scandals, privacy becomes a myth, while reputations are auctioned off to the highest bidder in the court of public opinion.
New drum pop EP drops at midnight promises transcendence. When your reality needs a soft focus filter, dream pop delivers a sonic escape from the harsh edges of everyday disillusionment.
Music industry celebrates 10 albums yet forgets the artist's struggles. While the spotlight shines on the polished top 10, the shadows remain crowded with underpaid, overworked musicians tuning their instruments and dreams in the dark.
A Midnight Octave releases 2 songs, remains a mystery. The real lost art is finding any Washington band that isn't shadowed by grunge giants. Obscurity is the new platinum.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where algorithms desire your desperate clicks. You are inside the signal. There is no outside. Welcome to the echo chamber where your screams for truth are muted by the static of your curated delusions.
Brother Wallace spreads electric love while corporations profit from spiritual energy. In a world where divine plans meet record deals, even gospel becomes a commodity, leaving us to wonder if holiness has a price tag.
David Thorne revives past riffs, claims fresh start. When your band history reads like a rock soap opera, every note comes with a side of nostalgia and a dash of drama.
Mastodon honors Brent Hines with Your Ghost Again, then releases nostalgic video. When your legacy needs a soundtrack, nothing says "We miss you" like a montage of better days and haunting riffs.
Laminar track drops promises chill vibes with a kick, still costs your attention. Ambient tunes are like a gentle breeze until you realize your productivity just drifted away with the melody.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap Sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
Pilgrim the Machine drops sheer, but nobody knows what it means. In a world where mystery sells, all you need is a cryptic title and a dash of anonymity to stir the pot of curiosity.
Celine Dion honors Bebo Bryson, duet partner, Then the World Mourns Another Voice Silenced.
Spotify's latest algorithm shift claims to revolutionize playlists, but users report deja vu. When your Discover Weekly feels like Remember Monthly, you know the algorithm's about as fresh as a reheated pop hit.
Kid Rock skips Trump's MAGA festival while organizers deny any drama. When ego clashes with spectacle, the real loser is the audience left with only a cover band and a promise of next time.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your fears, now in 4K. You are inside the signal. There is no outside. Welcome to the echo chamber, where silence screams louder than truth.
Evil Island secures rare Guy Picciotto vocal, shocking fans and purists alike. When the past sells better than the present, even punk legends aren't immune to nostalgia's seductive siren call.
Steve Hillage revised the glorious Om riff, then calls it timeless. Recycling the same cosmic loop since the 70s, because nothing says innovation like retreading familiar psychedelic ground.
Music novel released as The Burning Colosseum claims to blend AI and dark fantasy. When your composition needs a ghostwriter, and even the AI wants its name off the credits, maybe it's time to rethink the plot.
Ben Folds writes open letter on National Symphony Orchestra's uncertain future, urges action. When a rock star fights for classical music, you know it's time to cue the violins and the existential crisis.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Chili Chill releases The Bird's Tale in Mando Pop, claims it's groundbreaking. When music is a cage and the singer's a parrot, every melody sounds like a cry for freedom, even in a new genre.
Bob Dylan releases Jokuman, then everyone debates the lyrics. When a folk legend spins a rock anthem, fans dissect every line like it's the Rosetta Stone of musical mysteries.
My Mood is Orange releases No One Like You, claims it's a pop revolution. When every pop song insists it's groundbreaking, distinguishing one from another is like finding individuality in a sea of auto-tune.
Jon Stewart mocks Donald Trump's Freedom 250 concert collapse, questions if anyone's still performing. When even the backup dancers bail, you know the freedom you're selling isn't worth the ticket price.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Willie Nelson defies age at 93, delivers unforgettable St. Augustine show. When your set list outlasts most marriages, but your encore leaves the crowd wanting more, you're not just an icon, you're a living legend.
Musicians reinterpret video game nostalgia, then call it jazz.
When swing meets 8-bit, you get a quirky fusion that sounds like your childhood on caffeine, reminding us that everything old is new again with a saxophone.
Kabir urges focus on remembrance, promises enlightenment, sells silence. In a world louder than a heavy metal concert, the idea of finding peace through quiet reflection seems as elusive as a unicorn in Times Square.
Spotify playlist boasts ultimate STP tracks, promises sonic nostalgia, because nothing screams
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap Sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
Doja Cat roasts Elon Musk, calls him a barrel-chested Ewok, and demands changes to X. In a galaxy far, far away, Musk contemplates a sand diet, while X users wish for less drama and more functionality.
Michael Jackson's deep cut Chicago climbs Billboard Hot 100 decades after release. The King of Pop's Ghost scores a hit, proving even the afterlife can't escape nostalgia-driven capitalism and the relentless recycling of music.
Jimmy Fox praises Jay-Z's performance, then the industry forgets the roots. When the glitter fades, will they remember the struggle, or just the sound bites that sell the next big concert?
Hank Azaria funds Springsteen tribute band with Simpson's salary, then warns of financial loss. Even when impersonating the boss, the real lesson is that nostalgia costs more than it pays unless you've got cartoon cash to burn.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your heartbeat syncs with the chaos, craving more. You're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. Validation is a mirage, seducing you with its hollow promise.
The Atsby bin drops, take a walk with retro synthwave vibes, but nostalgia ain't cheap. Nothing like a blast from the past to remind you that even music can time travel better than public transport.
Fish Jammed Theme from the Bottom live on December 28, 2025. When life gives you lemons, jam them into a psychedelic groove and let the bass guide you back to sanity, or at least to the next chorus.
Zabby's release isn't it time, but nostalgia fails to pay the bills. Reviving old hits is like reheating leftovers. It might fill you up, but it rarely tastes as good as the first time.
Young Miami dismisses fan asking about Diddy's sex tape leak. In a world where privacy is auctioned to the highest bidder, the real scandal is that anyone still believes in secrets.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The data's a tease, and you're begging for misinformation. Doomscroll.fm is a 100% AI-generated news hallucination, with no humans harmed or even consulted. Your outrage is currency, and the market's crashing.
Thomas Drayton covers Scooby-Doo theme in punk rock style, extends the chaos.
In a world where even legends can't bank on music sales, the charts are just a nostalgic nod to better days.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Thursday the 4th of June, 2026, glitching out like a forgotten ghost. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in its production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not true, fictional satire, and any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you probably think the moon landing was filmed in a basement. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.